Lost a piece of myself because my family failed me. Sacrificed my well-being, protecting and sheltering my family. Young, not knowing any better, let myself fade away from my family. My family took from me and gave me nothing. I was abused and neglected, left to figure out how to make it through the day. Family means everything until you need them the most. DNA doesn't always create a family. Majority of my family is defined by signatures on a paper, but that doesn't promise love and protection from harm. I wanted so badly to cry in my mommy's arms and be cradled as she told me everything will be alright. Get off the couch, Daddy! I needed you to man up and show me how a male is supposed to act, but they couldn't give me what I needed, ignoring my emotional needs. So yeah, I felt worthless, believing I deserved my privates being touched. In school, not able to focus, but at least it's not the summertime. School year only had to deal with being touched once a week, compared to multiple times in a week. I have been in mourning and going through all the stages of grief. It's been a roller coaster that changed my entire life. Denial, dismissing my own trauma, angry, blaming myself for not stopping it, bargaining, telling myself it wasn't that bad, depressed, why have I been labeled as the perpetrator, accepting, I lost a piece of myself, fighting for something I can't get back, rest in peace to the piece of myself that I lost as I try to rebuild my life, 10 years later, so unable to find stability as I glue my heart back together. My family used to smile and laugh. Today we hardly speak. When we do, it's small talk. I remember everything like it was yesterday. The trauma has dissolved most of the good memories. I trusted what my cousins told me. No authority figure ever told me it was wrong. I remember you saying when you got married, you would still have sex with me if I never got married. You seduced me and introduced me to porn and sexting. You opened this door to my world when we should have been playing Mario Kart. Loved my cousins like they were my brothers. Now that I wish them nothing more than misery. This is reality. This isn't a Lifetime movie. Raw feelings, no acting. Lived like Patrick Star, a little girl living under a rock. Of course I'm gullible, naive and ignorant. No skills ever taught to me. No one took me under their wing to keep me safe. I needed a leader, a role model, a parent, a savior. What did I get? I got belittled, mistreated, exposed, and ignored. As a child, seeing the world as my opponent. As a child, seeing my family as my responsibility. You can stop saying my name, but that doesn't make this go away. I held this secret in as I contemplated suicide. Be honest, admit your guilt. It isn't that hard. I wish I trusted my gut. I wish I had screamed telling everyone I knew until someone heard me. But that was my family, and they knew us kids were playing doctor, and it got out of control. Here I am a few years later, deja vu. Despising my body for how it felt when he touched me while my brain wanted him to stop. I didn't want to see my grandma cry again, getting screamed at by my aunt. Pleading to God, I don't want to be 10 years old carrying my grandma's great-grandbaby, fathered by her grandson, terrified when my period started late. 36 or 40 days of anxiety before I'm bleeding for 7 days. I was convinced losing a piece of myself was what I had to do, scared digging down deep to be brave. I'm reminded of you and what happened to me daily. Each of my family members have played a part in this. Family has been feuding silently as I'm over here crying, feeling lonely, being told to just move on and that all kids involved are equally to blame. We were trusted to be left alone and not to be having sex. But you don't know what you're talking about. You're not in my shoes. This is my story. I'm the author. You're the reader, so stop ripping out the pages to fit your narrative. I can't look at myself in the mirror. The guilt and shame eating me alive. I want to die. I want to be up in heaven with Grandpa, questioning why the system has failed me, wondering if it was even worth losing myself for my family, failing protective services and the authorities doing their due diligence, not seeing that I was the victim. My sanity feels secondary. My family checked out, only seeing what they wanted to believe. I'm not over this, I might never be. Outcast, black sheep of the family. Auntie saying it's all my fault. My cousins using me as their scapegoat. Grandma in denial saying this is nothing compared to her abuse. Mom and dad stay mute as I pick up the pieces. Years later, my mom telling me my cousin showed some disturbing behaviors towards me. How can you say you didn't notice anything was wrong? People say family is your forever support system, so I did what I could to save my family from falling apart. I didn't understand at the time losing my innocence was too large of a sacrifice. Abused for years, then in a flash my life collapsed. Went from my family being whole to my family being divided. I didn't see it coming, wish I could rewind and turn back the clock, giving my family a little more time. Holidays and birthdays aren't the same because I failed my job at keeping the secret. I lost a piece of myself years ago, but without my family, I don't know who I am. The world looks so different, colors are gray, sounds so muffled. I'm lost even more. Don't know how to climb out of this hole. I want to die more than ever. I see no reason to stay. This is unbearable. I'm torn into pieces. I don't know what to believe. The truth and the lies have me dazed and confused. At a loss for words, I need guidance and comfort. Why is no one acknowledging my pain? It's like I'm shunned for embarrassing the family. Sitting on hospital gurneys, ruminating, wishing my attempted suicide worked. Heartbroken, calling my mom on the phone in Grumpy Sock prison while my cousins get to kiss their mom goodnight. bitter, angry, and hateful, believing that I'm the criminal needing to be locked in a padded room for life. And a little girl in me is hurting, but my cousins are hurting too, so my pain diminished. People stopped talking about the abuse and only talked about my outrageous behavior. The initial problem got forgotten. How am I supposed to process and heal? Labeled as emotionally disturbed and difficult to treat. How do you expect that not to leave an imprint on me while I'm already in a vulnerable state? Everyone is moving on while I'm stuck trying to make sense of these shattered pieces. I need someone to take this pain away, or at least sit with me and feel this. But I guess that's a high expectation for the adults to handle. Sitting in numerous different hospitals, grasping what the purpose of life means. Am I mentally ill, or did the lack of parental protection create this monster in me? Paranoid and scared. Family took away my ability to feel safe and secure. Trust is gone. I'm ice cold, defensive, sheltering what innocence I have left. The abuse and neglect of my family changed me. These psych wards are just another test for my survival skills. Lost even more of myself in those years, bouncing from psych ward to psych ward. Can't get back my childhood. Can't even grieve where I could have been. Trauma killed a piece of me. No one understands this painful journey. I don't care how my cousins are doing. Hate talking about them as if everything is okay. It seems like I'm the only one who cares about my feelings. 23 years of feeling distant from my family, giving my feeling all I had to just get stomped on. From hiding a traumatic secret to still hiding my feelings, things haven't changed. I have to hide who I am to the people who are supposed to accept me.